We are looking at reading number 3 from the Life series today. We're going to be talking about micro and macro evolution. It is so cool when we get to side with scientific evidence as a Christian. You get to do that today in a big way that will surprise your students. Micro and macro evolution are sometimes linked together, but their differences are important because, believe it or not, Christians can fully accept micro evolution. As a side note, the whole promise of apologetics is that as Christians, we believe that the universe reflects our Creator, and all of the scientific evidence that can be found will point towards Him, or at the least not point away from Him. That is exactly what scientists are uncovering for us in every field, whether it's cosmology, physics, or biology. The problem comes in when plain facts are interpreted from a perspective that does not allow God as an option. So we will always accept and side with scientific evidence. But what we won't do is accept a secular scientist's conclusions. Last week's finches and a whole theory of evolution are a good example of why. Welcome to Tested as Trained, where our goal is to present Scripture and the evidence for Christianity in a way that destroys arguments and pretensions of every kind that sets itself up against the knowledge of God in order to keep our kids in the faith. The purpose of this video is to guide your preparation for this lesson. You will have the correct answers to the questions, learn the key ideas, and gain some ideas for engaging your students in the discussion. Key takeaways for this session is number 1, changes within a species are real. That's microevolution. Number 2, one species evolving into another species, which is macroevolution, is impossible, and all experiments attempting to drive this kind of evolution have failed. As we look at our questions today, microevolution is unproven. That's false. Macroevolution is the theory that over time species evolve from one type to another. That is true. Notice this is a theory. Number 3, animals from different species are able to breed and form new types of species. That's false. DNA is the code for life found in every living cell. That's true. And number 5, scientists have bred new types of species in the lab. That is false. As you're looking to engage your students in exercises and discussion, discuss the different races of humans and how, despite our differences, we're able to reproduce, no matter how far apart or how long our cultures have been separated. Do any of the kids have family that are interracial? What is unique about their kids? Discuss how we are changing, not from species to species, but within our own DNA limits. Microevolution. So remember to use current events or relate things that are happening in your community or in the lives of your kids to make these lessons real. Ask a bunch of questions. The next lesson is going to cover DNA, that multifaceted code, the intricate design, and one of the greatest pieces of evidence we have for God, our designer. Respect your kids' intellect, test their knowledge of Scripture and the evidence that supports the claims of Scripture, and you are training them to impact the world for Christ. I speak and train extensively on the topic of properly training our youth, and I'm happy to consider engaging with your organization too. Please send an email to me at b@bracebarber.com if you have any requests, questions, comments, critiques, or ideas. Have a blessed day.